Hello and welcome to another episode of Catholic Mom and Daughter. My name is Jennifer and this is my daughter Kate, and we're really glad that you're here with us today.
Yep, so we've gone ahead, we've changed locations, and we're going to do it again later in the video because today we're going to be making some bread.
That's right, we are going to make bread. Now, I have to be perfectly honest with you all. Let's just settle this right up front. We are not the kind of family that grinds our own wheat and makes bread every day. We just don't. If you're that family, you go, because bread is delicious. That's not us, so.
Yeah, we just, back during the beginning of the pandemic, we bought a book off of Amazon on bread making, decided to give it a try, see if we could maybe master some of the recipes and work through the different ones in the book, and we definitely had some good successes from that.
Yes, this is a good book. The recipes are fairly easy to follow, and they were very delicious, and we all gained 5 pounds, and then we stopped making bread for a while. But today we had a request to make a certain recipe, so we're going to be making this. I think it's called a rustic loaf.
No need.
This was definitely our most popular item. Yeah. So we're going to head down to the kitchen and get this started. We'll see you there. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen getting ready to make this recipe. And this particular recipe is a little fussy because the water has to be at a certain temperature to get the best results.
It's kind of air temperature and water temperature come in to making the bread, and it's kind of complicated. Not really. Once you get the hang of it, it works fairly well. So
yeah, believe me, if we could figure it out, this book walks you through it.
Yeah,
you can figure it out, and it's definitely worth it. The bread is really good.
Yeah.
All right, so first thing we're going to measure out 375 grams of water. So again, recipe is a little bit harder or fussy. You have to be able to measure your ingredients on a gram scale and measure the temperature of the water.
So we have the thermometer, the chemistry thermometer from last year.
That's right. Improvise, right?
We didn't have another one.
We didn't have another one. We didn't want to buy one. So, hey, chemistry kit thermometer works. And we just happen to have a gram scale. Long story why we have a gram scale, but we did. So that, yay, good for us.
All right.
So 375 grams. We're going to put in our chemistry thermometer, and we want our water to be about 70 degrees.
And this thing runs Celsius, so that's roughly about 21 degrees Celsius.
That's right.
According to Google. So
yeah, we had to learn how to do the conversion, or we already probably knew that from math, but we had to relearn how to do it.
So it's 24.
Okay, so we're going to add some water, but we don't want to go past 375. And sometimes we just say, it's close enough. Close enough. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, add a little bit more. Just go ahead and put it all the way to 375 grams of water. Okay, that's good.
6.
Okay, so then we'll see. Yeah, I think that's going to be
close enough.
Yeah, close enough. We're in the ballpark, so close enough. Yay!
Woohoo!
Okay.
We did something.
What do we do next, Kate? I can't remember. Let's see. We weighed all our ingredients beforehand so we could pretend like we were on a little cooking show, which we're not.
Look professional, which we're not.
Okay, so in a large bowl, disperse the yeast into the water with a gentle swish of your fingers. Okay. You get yeast all over your finger,
and then it starts to smell like baking bread because of the yeast.
Yeah, it smells so really good. So that's going to have to sit. It's to proof the yeast, but we're pretty sure that this yeast works because we've used it several times. And then the flour on top of the water and yeast. I forgot that part.
And a towel. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So nice to go in there.
Okay, and then we're going to sprinkle the flour, or just put the flour on top of that.
And then the salt is going to go on top of that, apparently to keep them separate for some unknown reason.
Right, they do talk about why you need to keep your salt away from your yeast at first, but we have long forgotten that exact reason. Okay, so now we have to mix. Let's get a spoon.
The salt.
Oh, get the salt. Okay, so now we're going to mix it until it's well combined, and it's going to form a sticky dough.
Alright, so this is what our dough is looking like. That's visible. Very sticky, messy dough.
Yeah, but it looks good, and now it has to rest for 20 minutes so the flour can absorb the water. I read that in the book. Yeah, I didn't know that.
She's not that professional.
Yeah, I'm not a baker. No. Okay, so we'll see you in 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes, and evidently the flour has had time to absorb the water, and the next step is to stretch and fold the dough, which sounds a little complicated, but it's really not once you get the hang of it.
It's just kind of like a kneading method, but not really. So we floured our counter, and I'm going to turn this dough out, and it's like falling. I'm going to turn it out onto the surface. And this smells good. It smells like baking bread. So it's just going to kind of pretend like it has 4 corners, and you're just gonna like fold them over each other. Kind of create like a tight square-ish shape. Like that until it will stay and not expand out too much. That is not very much of a square. That looks like a circle, but whatever. And so once it's staying, it's going to go back in its bowl. We're going to cover it with our fancy floured towel.
We floured that towel 3 months ago, and it's going strong. That was a tip we read online, that you don't have to reflour a towel every time. Just keep using the same one.
Just save your floured towel, and you can keep it in a bag. We keep it in a bag in the drawer, and it lives there. It doesn't get washed. So you can put that back in there. I am very sticky. And then cover it. I don't know which side it's floured.
It's floured all the way through.
Flour it a little bit. Put it over the bowl, and this is going to rise for an hour and a half. And then, so we're going to let that rise, and then we'll show you what comes next. Alright, so it's all turned out onto the counter. I'm just going to get some flour on my hands. I'm going to do a letter fold on it, which basically just folding it kind of over itself several times to make a rounded square type shape.
I'm taking the floured towel, our friend, and putting it in this basket. The basket allows air to get to all sides of the dough. Evidently that's important.
For some reason, I don't know what it is.
You can buy fancy proofing baskets, but why would you when you have 500 baskets at home?
I know.
So here we go.
And then this is going to go in here. It's probably going to lose its shape a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to take another towel and just put it over the top.
Oh, let's show them what it looks like first. It's so happy here in its basket.
Okay. Alright. And then this is going to go over the handle. And voila. Very fancy bread basket.
And we'll let it rise for another hour to hour and a half, and then we will come back and show you what we have. So we'll see you then. Okay, we're back. It's been a little bit over an hour. This bread has been going on all day. But now we're going to check it and see if it's ready to bake.
Yep, so it's been proofing in its fancy covered basket, and we're now going to check it. And it's risen a lot, as that can be seen. And we need to check to make sure it's well proofed. So to do that, all you have to do is like poke it. And if it retains the like indent you made,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's well proofed. And if it doesn't, then it probably needs to go longer. So this is looking pretty good. We checked a little bit earlier too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
we're set to go in the oven. We have a cast iron Dutch oven heating up. The oven is set at 475, so it's hot. Now, we just happen to have a cast iron Dutch oven, of all things, in our cabinet. So we did not buy anything new to get going with our little bread experiment. We just used things that we had around the house. So lucky for us, we had this in store.
Yep.
So we're going to take it out of the oven now. It's going to be really hot, so I'm going to be careful. Here is our super hot cast iron. Alright, so Kate is going to show you how to flip your dough.
Don't talk with the oven mitts.
I can't help it.
Alright.
I love puppets.
I thought you didn't like puppets.
No, clowns I don't like.
Oh.
Okay, don't burn yourself.
I know. I'm just gonna lift it out of here and very ungracefully
Flip it over
into the thingy.
Okay, so you can see it's got a really cool texture from the towel now. Oh, it's already.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on it.
That's going to go for 25
minutes in the oven. I'm going to open the door.
That's hot.
Yeah, you get it.
So 25 minutes with the lid on, and then about 15 or so with the lid off.
So here it is, and it's supposed to have a hollow sound when it comes out of the oven, and it has to cool for 30 minutes, and then we are eating this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, it's not been 30 minutes, it's only been 20 minutes, but we don't care, we're cutting. I don't have a really great bread knife. The crust on the bottom is very hard to get through. My bread knife is mutilating the bread. There it is, all done. Okay, delicious. All right, we're going to go eat our bread. We'll see you next time on Catholic Mom and Daughter. Bye.
Bye.